What is good, Cardano fam, Ada gang? We have lots of exciting updates to unpack today, so hit that subscribe, hit that like. Cardano ADA 24-hour trade volume surpasses $4.7 billion according to CoinGecko. Altcoin Daily says when people say Cardano is dead, I get super excited. And we're going to see the massive dip, guys. I bought the dip multiple times. Uphold, with over $54 billion in total transaction volume, announces staking is back for 19 assets, including Cardano ADA for UK residents. Great to see. Cardano Foundation CEO Frederick Regard says great meeting with M2 Exchange, exploring deeper ADA integration, including Cardano native assets, governance, and Cardano Academy. Great to see some more discussions with exchanges. Internet Computer founder, Dfinity president, and chief scientist Dominic Williams says, "We'll definitely reach out to Charles Hoskinson. We've known each other since the earliest days of crypto. Would love to do chain key integration." And big shout out to Dominic for sharing our post yesterday, I believe, and also to the chat who asked the question on Charles's AMA. So great to see maybe some partnerships, some integrations, but also that they worked together in the past. So good history. Alex Becker, and we have the Neo Tokyo hoodie on, he says the market insanely oversold. We saw, guys, last night it touched like 57 cents Cardano. Big buys, Cardano ADA, ETH, SUI, Tau, and the price prediction. Alex Becker, hate him or love him, has a gargantuan audience. He says, I think Cardano ADA is going to $4 or $5 easily. This is an easy buy. Now, this doesn't mean it's the top. It could go even higher. And my prediction is $5 to $7 as a baseline. But he's saying $4 or $5 easy. So very bullish. I agree with him. It's altcoin season. It is utility alt season. Mario Nafal says, should the Treasury be put on the blockchain? Elon Musk says yes. And Charles responds also yes, which is great timing given what we saw today. Well, President Trump signs executive order for a sovereign wealth fund. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent says we'll monetize U.S. balance sheet assets and put them to work, a combination of liquid assets. It'll create value and be of great strategic importance. So they're going to build up this fund and put to work assets, and we may see overlaps. We may see the assets play different roles. We may see them accumulate stuff in fintech. So there's no explicit mention of crypto yet, but there is also this. Later in the video, after he signed and after Bessent gave his 2 cents, Trump said there are a lot of options. We have a lot of other things we could put in the sovereign wealth fund. In a short period of time, we'll have one of the biggest funds. Eventually, we'll catch the Saudi Arabia fund. That's approximately $1 trillion in assets under management. So given what we've been seeing, Scott Bessent, very pro-crypto. I think we have a great tweet also here by Brad Garlinghouse back in November. And he said Scott Bessent is the perfect pick. He will be the most pro-innovation, pro-crypto Treasury Secretary. And the other gentleman in the video also lots of exposure to Bitcoin. So it's looking like we are getting in the right direction, guys. I think we are going to see some massive moves by this pro-crypto administration, given Ripple's CEO's sentiment to Bessent, given this strategy to make assets work, start stacking up assets. We may see them start stacking up US dollars, maybe some commodity stuff, maybe some crypto, maybe different types of stuff. We also saw recently with Trump media expanding to fintech, Bitcoin, and similar cryptocurrencies approved by their board of directors. So guys, it could be really bullish just around the corner. So these are, I think, the stepping stones for what is to come. Some great clips from Charles's AMA. Charles Hoskinson says, I've been advocating for all three, an unbeatable combination. Private smart contracts, identity, the world's best smart contracts with ultra high throughput, and Bitcoin's legendary durability, auditability, and value carry. Now, this is the solution he also said to Elon Musk. that he's happy to build, including Cardano, Midnight, and Bitcoin. So you have the high throughput of Cardano with Leos and Peras and everything. You have the privacy capabilities with Midnight. And of course, you have the store of value with Bitcoin. A fantastic combination. He also said the US will be one of the largest adopters of crypto. It's entirely possible. Our voting systems, our government systems, our payment systems, identification, and central bank foundation will be connecting to the blockchain in some way. So basically, we're going to see the US make that first mover advantage, I think, in a big way. Even though many other countries have moved, I don't think they're going to move in a way that's so gargantuan the way the United States will. And so if the US does it, then by proxy, by extension, 20 to 50 countries will adopt the same. So if the US goes ahead and just adopts crypto in a big way, even if it's some form of connecting to blockchain, it's going to pave the way for the rest of the world. Charles Hoskinson says Nintendo emulator and games are coming to Lace Wallet so that you can play original IP that the industry and we create at Hoskbrew. Now, there were some old posts for job listings for Hoskbrew. We know that Charles Hoskinson and his brother also bought an NES game, bought all the IP for that as well. So we could see something really interesting take place with, we know how important modding is and open source stuff is. Homebrew games have a very large diehard community. He finishes saying, hopefully we can work with Stuff.io for NFT licenses, own the games and embed them in physical cartridges. Really nice. I like that phygital type of aspect to it. Before we look at price, Charles Hoskinson says Quantum Hosky Workshop was tremendously successful. We talked hypervoxels, AI civilizations. If we like Trim's write-up, and that's based on the output, we'll start a 3-month sprint. So Quantum Hosky is not 100% it will happen. If they like the output from the write-up, then they will commit to a kickoff of a 3-month sprint. And then if they continue, then they'll see. And it will be after midnight. If it comes to fruition and it's a positive sentiment internally, it'll be after midnight. Then they'll think about partner chain and whatnot. He says we'll do Project Mobius, and that's the stuff with the headset, as a beta test to help us get into Quantum Hosky. So let's take a look, guys, at price. If y'all bought the dip, 57 cents, congratulations. I've been buying last night. Like, I bought, when I told you guys, 80 cents, 75 cents. I bought at 64 cents. I bought again at like 60 cents. So I've been buying a lot of ADA. I lost track how much I actually bought, but I've been buying decent amount, multiple orders, market buys, limit buys. If you guys caught that dip all the way down to 60 cents, on my one price tracker, it went down to 57 cents. So congratulations if you bought the dip, because again, you need to have some stables on the side to capitalize on these dips because they're huge, massive. And we bounced back like nothing even happened. From the time I uploaded, guys, it was like 75 cents. And then at one point last night, I'm like, oh, Wilhelm scream. I was like 57 cents. And I immediately went on my laptop. I'm like, yo, I gotta get some. I gotta get some Cardano. I also bought some Litecoin, guys. I bought some Litecoin as well. A little bit of that LTC doesn't hurt. A little bit of that silver. Don't mind if I do. Bitcoin. If Bitcoin is like Goku, Litecoin is like, I would say Vegeta, but it's kind of like, maybe like baseline no power up Vegeta kind of type beat. I think it'll bode well with the branding and the narrative. But anyways, ADA 0.75. So if you guys scooped up the dip, congratulations. What a tasty dip. XRP 2.56. It's cooled off because ADA was back up at 8.1, 8.2. So when you zoom out and when you step away from prices, it really doesn't mean anything. Imagine if you didn't even watch the market here. Then it's as if nothing even happened. And I think this is strong resilience, good amount of volume. I think what we saw, guys, is the purge of shite coins, low quality meme coins, not good ones like Snack and Hosky and whatnot. I'm talking the ones that don't even have a CTO grassroots community. We also saw an overreaction to the tariffs, which it looks like, a lot of that stuff's on pause and in negotiation with Canada and whatnot. And so the fear just cascaded into the market with an overreaction. So I completely agree with Alex Becker. I think that even if you see this as like not guaranteed going up, and he was saying like even if you think that like it's not for sure going up, the risk potential, the risk reward is just too juicy for me to say no to. So do again what is according to your own risk tolerance, but the upside potential, that was the phrase I'm looking for. The upside potential just enormous when you look at an ADA at 60 cents. So I will continue to scoop up more if I see it continue to dip down beneath these prices. To me, anything beneath like 70-cent ADA is like a no-brainer. I agree with Alex Becker that $4 or $5 is reasonable. My baseline prediction, guys, again, has always been for over a year now is that $5 to $7 price range. And if you guys have been watching the channel, y'all will know that we predicted his positive shift to Cardano all the way back in July of 2024. The clips are still up on X of seeing kind of that slight shift in sentiment that he had. And so the gut feeling was correct. So guys, congratulations if you bought the dip. I think we are looking at a very exciting time right now. Now we just await to see what happens with Charles, Senator Tim Scott, Senator Cynthia Lummis, crypto hearings, who is going to be this special person that Charles is going to meet that's quote unquote more important, more impactful than Joe Rogan. A lot of exciting stuff ahead of us, guys. I don't really understand why people would be bearish. It's really nonsensical to be bearish. The euphoria is not here. You know what I'm saying? We're not seeing the people flex and flex and flex on X with their gains and their unrealized gains. So even from a qualitative perspective, search result perspective, the top I don't think is in. I think there's more reasons to see that the top is not in than to be ultra bearish. And the issue is that if you're ultra bearish, you also have an insatiable appetite to the downside. You just want it to go lower and lower. And if you keep wanting it to go lower and lower, then when are you going to buy? You know? So at the end of the day, guys, that's my 2 cents. Let me know, what do you guys think about the Sovereign Wealth Fund executive order? Everything going on. ADA's looking really nice. We're back at the price point of last night. So right now, time of this video, 2 a.m. EST. We're looking at a 75-cent ADA. Smash that subscribe, smash that like. I will see you guys in the next Angry Crypto Show.